Hi everyone, this is Sean from Hancock Guitars. What are some mistakes that you could potentially make when you're setting up a guitar? I'm going to run through 3 of the most common mistakes that we see and how you can avoid making them. The first one is over-tightening the truss rod. Guitars have a truss rod inside the neck, and you adjust that by turning the nut at the end. This is one of several types of truss rods, but they all work the same way. So when you turn that nut, it causes the rod to bend, which causes the neck to bend backwards, counteracting the string tension. But it only takes a little bit of adjustment to make that truss rod do what it needs to do. Something like 45 degrees of turning the nut, or 1/8 of a turn, makes a huge difference to the curve in the neck. So you don't want to really be cranking the truss rod too much, or you could potentially strip the inside of the nut, crack the neck, or cause the neck to warp. All of those things are going to basically destroy the guitar. The second mistake people often make is filing the nut slots too low. When you're filing nut slots, go easy and do it a little bit at a time. So to file nut slots, you should really be using nut files like these that we sell at Australian Luthier Supplies. They're all gauged to the right width for the nut slots, and you can grind down the nut slot slowly. You want to be checking the nut height by pressing down where you'd play the 3rd fret and looking for a small gap between the bottom of the string and the fret. If you don't have that small gap there, it means that the nut's gone down too low and it'll likely buzz when you play the string open, and you'll need to put a new nut in the guitar. The third mistake we often see is people trying to set up their guitars relying only on feel. Now, feel's awesome. Everyone has a preference, whether they like a super low action, medium action, normal action, but you need to start with some measurements before you then go and adjust the action for a particular feel. We have actually a checklist when we do a setup, and we run through all the processes to set the guitar up for a standard action. We use, for instance, this little gauge here to check the height of the strings at the 12th fret. You can get those from Australian Luthier Supplies as well. And once you've got this guitar set up to a medium kind of action, then you can play it, see how you like the feel, and adjust it a little lower or higher based on that. But if you start just setting it up only by feel, there's too many variables and you're never going to get it to play well, or it's going to take a very long time to dial everything in. I hope that's helped you with setting up your own guitars and not making some of these mistakes. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button or subscribe to our channel.